Good morning, everybody. It is really early and it's Tuesday morning, and I typically do my trainings Wednesday afternoon. So this is different because this week is different in so many ways. It's 4th of July week, which means that you guys are all super busy, and Wednesday's going to be super busy. And I was feeling inspired after the special came out from the double your bonus special, which is really, really, really exciting. If you guys are not pumped about this, I want you to check your pulse, because this is super, super exciting for everyone who's fallen out of rank, for everyone who is hoping to rank this summer, or maybe you had goals of ranking in August or September after school starts. Guys, this is the time. So, and then also, if you read in the fine print, it said there will be another special announced today. So before that special drops, I wanted to have this heart-to-heart combo with you guys. I want to talk to you about the difference, and those of you in Wisconsin who are on here, we kind of chatted about this and been thinking about it more and talking to some of my leaders about it yesterday, and I feel like it's important that we address this, especially with the timing of where we are right now with these specials going on and this month being as imperative as it is for your Leaders Retreat credits. So let's talk about the difference between wanting and believing. I think there are so many people who fall into that wanting category, and I want to talk about what it means to really, really want something. When you really, really want something, you are doing the things. You are making, what's up, Karen? You're making the time. You are doing your IPAs. You guys are wanting this. You've got power partners. You've got your focus. You think about it constantly. You talk to your husband about it. You are excited about it. And you genuinely want to be on that boat. And when I say on that boat, I'm talking about Leaders Retreat. If you guys want to put any other word in there, gold, senior gold, whatever it is, when you want it, you feel it, and you really, really do the things, okay? You sit down at the beginning of the week and you say, all right, I'm going to do IPA 1 hour power hours 3 times this week, and you put them in your schedule, and then you try really, really hard to do them. But when you really, really want something, you have a lot of other things on your plate, right? Especially in the summer. We all have kids home. It's crazy. And no matter how much you want this, life can get in the way, okay? So when these specials are coming out, when this stuff is happening, and it's the 4th of July, it is so easy when you want it so bad to also want to be a good host for your party you're having. You want to be a good mom. You want to be playing with the kids. You want a lot of things, right? So I want to talk to you about the difference between wanting. Oh, and another thing, when you want something, good, Allie. I think you're in a different category than the want. You worry about it. When you want it, you do the things as much as you can, especially the checklist. You're like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to reach out to my 5 people today, whatever. But then you go to bed at night sometimes and you think, shoot, I could have done more. Shoot, and you worry. I wish that person would reach back out to me. I wish that I know that I've done the things. Now I just kind of wait, Those are all things that you do when you want something. So if you're like identifying with anything that I'm saying, then that's okay. Because what I want you to do is step into the next level. And this, I want you guys to hear me here. The boat is going to be full of believers, not wanters, okay? When you truly believe and know you're going to be on that boat, when you believe you're going to be that gold ambassador, when you believe you're going to hit that goal, whatever it is, your priorities shift a little bit. It's not that same, check it off my list, I'm going to do it. You actually envision yourself there. You see it. And you turn into this person. People look at me and they're like, oh, you're such a go-getter, I wish you guys knew me before Plexus. Those of you who know me before Plexus can attest to the fact that I am naturally a lazy person. I am. Confession. True confession. You're my team, I can tell you. I am naturally a lazy person. However, when I believe something, I turn into a different person. I turn into somebody who just pushes through. I do not care if you're negative around me. I do not care if you tell me I can't do it. I do not care if I'm getting no's every single day, I'm going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing because I have this weird thing inside me called belief, okay? So I want you guys in that place because I'm telling you, the boat's going to be full of believers. The boat's going to be full of those people who had to dig deep and they had to do things like, I always think about Chris McCall. If you guys don't know who Chris is, just bear with me because this is totally inappropriate, but so something Chris would say. Chris said, on promotion day, when you're pushing, you throw some saltines on the counter and hope your kids survive. And that's kind of where you are. But this is what I want you to understand about those moments of pushing, those moments of this takes priority. This is the time investment. Everything else kind of goes on the back burner, and I truly focus on this goal, and I become this person that's not who I am naturally, that's not a wanter, that's not the person who wants to do this and checks it off the list of things they need to do. It's this person that comes from within that's like a fighter. It's like you just push through. You are like, I don't care if I've reached out to my 10 people. I'm going to do 100 today. I don't care that I've got some no's. I don't care if my dream teamer who said they were signing up isn't. Because guess what? There's 100 other people out there I could be talking to. It's that person that you have to become. But this is what I want you to understand about it. It's not easy to become that person, and it's not easy for your family. So this is the important part. That person, that moment is not long-term. It's not who you are. It's not what this business is. It's called a push, okay? It's called a push, and it's a time investment that it's way more helpful if you get your spouse on board, if you get your children to understand, if you sit down with your shareholders and say, guys, mommy's got a goal. Or daddy's got a goal. Sorry, I don't mean to make it all about mommies. I want you to sit down with them and say, I'm gonna be doing some stuff. I'm gonna be a little sidetracked for the next 2 days. And I want you to understand that it's not forever, but it's really important to mommy. And what do you think you can do to help? We do this with my kids all the time. When I'm like, hey guys, this is a goal, I'm running. What do you guys think you could do to help? And they come up with their own things. We could play quietly. We could not fight. We could make breakfast, make our own breakfast. We could, whatever. And they start coming up with their own things. They want to be a part of this push, okay? So it helps a lot when you do that. But other things get put on the back burner. You truly, sorry, I'm just looking through my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. But it's that time investment that goes like this, okay? Because right now when you want it, you're like, I'm trying to balance it all. But when you are in a belief state and you're in a special, like what we're about to hit, I'm assuming, I don't even know what it is, honestly. But when you're in that place, your balance is going to go whoop, it's going to go off kilter. But it is short term, okay? That is the most important thing I want you to understand. But I also want you to understand how important it is that when you're in this state of belief, you are different than wanting. You're different than saying, I want to be on that boat. You are taking a minute in the morning to close your eyes when you wake up in the morning and picture yourself on that boat and looking around and seeing your team there. And you guys have heard me 100 times say that when I saw that comp plan for the first time, I knew with every fiber of my being that I was a Diamond Ambassador. That's how I want you. I want you to know with every fiber of your being that you will be on that boat, that you will be that Gold Ambassador, that you will meet that goal, okay? Now, side note I want to say about the boat itself, about Leaders Retreat. I feel like this is the first time we've ever put a cap because it is a boat and we have to. But I want you guys to change your mindset a little. I hear people saying, oh, there's so many like emeralds who have lost rank who are now senior rubies who fall into the pool of people wanting to also be on that boat. I want you guys to understand you could have higher credits than one of those rubies or senior rubies, okay? You could have higher credits because you are working hard. I see people on this team who are, their PVs off the charts, tons of new customers, pushing the silvers. Okay, you're doing all of the things. And when you do all of those things, your credits are going to go up. The system does not care what people's rank is. You don't just get handouts because you're a certain rank. This is a level playing field. So if you guys are in that mindset of like, I don't know, I'm fairly new. I don't know if I can do this. I want you to change that and know that absolutely you can do this. Anybody who is in that belief state, who is going to fight for this, can be on that boat. So I hope that this gave you a little bit of a kick in the pants today, because I think we all need a kick in the pants with this month. It is so easy when a special comes out to look at it and be like, oh, I really want that. I want you guys to stop and change that mindset. I want you to stop, look at that email again, and I want you to say, okay, this is my goal. This is what I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to do. And if that email stresses you out, this is another thing. That email stresses you out and your focus is solely Leaders Retreat and the thought of promoting stresses you out, then I want you to pretend, step away from it, and decide that your focus is Leaders Retreat. However, if you have somebody on your team who's so close to silver, or somebody that hasn't signed up yet that you know will go silver the first month, I don't want you to disregard the email in that way. I want you to think about your people. But if it's not your personal goal, that is okay. All right? So I'm giving you that permission. You decide what it is you're fighting for, and then you believe it and you do it. And I'm so pumped for this month, but I don't want it to be that excitement and then the fizzle. I want you guys to stay pumped, stay focused, and be in that belief state. All right. I love you guys. I hope this helps. Tag your teams. If you have people we were like, they need to hear this, tag them now, and have a fantastic 4th of July week. And we'll be checking in on here. Bye, guys.